What's up, guys? It's Kyle here, Waterfront Realty Group. First and foremost, thank you for taking the initiative to watch this video today. It's definitely time well spent for you. So I'm really excited to introduce another feature that Danan and I have been working really hard on for the last few months. This is something I believe could have an incredible effect in your real estate career, and I do mean that. I actually say it from experience as this program has helped me tremendously, not only professionally, but personally as well. We actually partnered up with Grant Cardone to bring you a multi-million-dollar sales platform right at your fingertips. So I want to give you a little foreground. Grant Cardone actually works with small companies and Fortune 500 companies alike to grow sales by finding overlooked opportunities and customizing the sales process to be more effective. So he's actually worked with companies like Google, Sprint, Aflac, Toyota, GM, Ford, Morgan Stanley, and a few others, to say the least, actually. One of my favorite parts about it is that he owns and operates 4 companies that gross over $300 million in sales. So he understands what it's like to be in business for oneself, which I know is something you guys understand as well. You guys are all real estate entrepreneurs out there. So in reality, although we provide all the support, backing, training, technology, and programs like this, you are still a business owner out there, so it's time that you treat yourself and your business as such. Being a New York Times best-selling author, international speaker, and considered one of the top sales training and social media experts in the world today. So there's a lot of content. I'm actually on his website right now. There's a lot of content that can be had through listening to his talks or reading his ebooks and things like that. So really, why am I telling you all this? We're giving you the opportunity to learn from one of the top sales minds in the world to help you really conquer the art of sales through this custom platform that we put together for you, based actually on our local real estate industry. So I'm going to take you through a platform here, give you a quick rundown of what it looks like. It's actually customized to us. You'll see it here, Waterfront Realty Group Inc. University, to show you what it looks like and how it works so you can understand for yourself the difference that it's going to make in your career. I know it has for me and for some other fellow realtors that actually work with our firm, Waterfront Realty Group. So let's get started. I'm really pumped to show you this today. Thanks for taking the time. I'll make it brief. Let's get right to it. Okay, so we're in. This is basically what the interface looks like when you become a user and when you have full access to this. This is what you'll come into, which is branded Waterfront Realty Group University, and it has, this Gulf Shore Boulevard in the back for those of you that are wondering. So it's got our branding already in it, instantly the first thing that pops up is the training center. It's split up into a couple different sections, but the main ones are obviously the training center and the handling the objections. So I'll go into the training center first, which you can access here or here. You click right on that and it'll take you to their database of it's over 1,700 hours worth of content. And before you get a little intimidated by that number, every module in here is broken up into different lessons that have different chapters. And each one of those chapters is a video that's no more than 3 to 4 minutes long. So it really keeps your attention span going on that, and then it has a little quiz at the end that grades you based on the retention of your knowledge the retention of the video. So for example, you'll watch a 3-minute long video, you'll have 3 questions at the end, and you do have to pass all 3 questions. If you fail one of the questions, it'll make you go back and watch the video again, and it will not let you advance until you get all 3 correct, or otherwise a 100% score. So you can see we have a couple different topics here: selling basics, which is the fundamentals for sales, understanding the buyer, so whether it's a listing or a buyer, actually somebody looking to purchase a property, you'll be able to understand them both much better. The sales process, theory of closing, closing strategies, incoming calls, prospecting, follow-up, mastering the cold call, which I know some of you in the past have had some issues with getting on the phone and making a cold call. This thing just kind of obliterates any fear or problems that you may have had in the past with cold calling. And you can see kind of what the interface looks like in here. Cold calling basics, types of calls, preparing for the cold call, getting past the gatekeeper if there is one, the process, daily success rituals for inside sales. This is a big one too when you're making cold calls for listing appointments or just cold calls in general. And then advanced cold call tips, which I've been watching. You can see the process here. Just to show you one real quick, this is what the actual chapters look like. And I'll just show you one for examples purposes.
Look, a cold call is your front line of defense, offense, bottom line of your business. Cold calling is the front line of everything to do with selling and or sales. Regardless of what anyone tells you, regardless of what you've seen on the internet, at some point in your career, regardless of your situation right now, or your position, whether you're an engineer involved in internet strategies, developing websites, you're an artist, an actor, an actress, a housewife, a husband, at some point in your career, you will make a cold call. You will call someone you don't know. First, let's just define the cold call. It is defined as the solicitation of a potential customer who was not anticipating that interaction. Now, when I say that, it could be calling a teacher you don't know for your kid. That, by the way, is a cold call where you'll be trying to convince the teacher of something, maybe a better grade, time off, or whatever.
So you guys can see it's pretty powerful, and it actually goes even beyond just what you would think is a standard cold call trying to prospect for business. He gave the example of a parent calling a teacher that he or she had never met before. So it's important not only for your real estate career and your selling career, but also for your life. There's a lot of great lessons that I've learned from this program that were completely unrelated to sales, or so I thought, but really it's just selling at its most basic level on a day-to-day interaction with whether it's clients, family members, strangers, and the likes. So another cool one here is 100 Ways to Stay Motivated. I actually watch this every morning when I get up. This is one of the first things I watch because it gets me really amped up for the rest of the day. Even if I'm tired, I'm getting up early. Motivation is lacking, obviously, when you first get up. When I go back to bed, I pop in my headphones and I'll watch one of these just to kind of get me going. And it's really cool. And the goals one has been awesome for me. Down from writing down your goals first thing each day. I'll show you guys that one, which is really, really cool.
Want to stay motivated? Want to wake up motivated? Write your goals down first thing every day. First thing you do when you wake up at 4 a.m., have a tablet or get on your computer, and I want you to rewrite your goals first thing you do every morning, okay? Maybe not the first thing. Maybe you get up and you go to the restroom, and then you sit down like, I got to bang my goals out. Write your goals down, the things you want to accomplish in your life. I'm not talking about a battle plan here. I'm not talking about a to-do list. I'm not talking about the people you need to call on today. I'm talking about the goals, the things that drive you, the things you want. Look, I've said before, if you don't have goals and if you're not focused on those goals every day, you're going to spend your whole life making somebody else's goals and dreams a reality.
And you don't want to do that. So as you can see, that's the type of video you watch every morning. That was a short one. That was only about 1.5 minutes long, and most of those are. The ones that are a little bit more elaborate and intricate, depending on what the subject is, could be a little bit longer. But like I said before, they usually only range between 3 to 6 minutes on average. So it's really easy. It's an easy website to navigate. It's an easy platform. Personal finances is another cool one. Again, it's outside of sales. It's just getting a handle on your personal finances and how to spend money better, how to save money better, how to invest better. This guy's worth close to $1 billion. So any sort of finance tip that he has, I am usually all ears, and so should you. With anybody of that much money and power, there's definitely something to be learned from them. So this is like having him as a coach one-on-one at all times 24/7, because you can access this platform once you have a username and password anytime you want, at any time of the day, and as many times as you want to. There's no limits for that. If we migrate over to handling objections, that's another really, really cool part about this platform. It actually shows you on how to handle a couple different objections, whether it's depending on closings or just standard objections that you see on a daily basis. So this is critical, especially for us in the real estate industry, where we see a lot of objections like, oh, let me talk to the wife, let me do this, let me do that. If it's about the money, if it's about time, if it's about affordability, the basic closing objections. Grant kind of takes you through that in step by step, and kind of each one, that any objection that could possibly be made by your client, and teaches you how to just run right past that and go straight for the kill, or otherwise the close. So this is a really integral one. If anything, if you get this program for anything, it would be to just view all these videos here. And you can see there's quite a bit of videos: 45, 17, 13, 57, 45 different videos, 22. So there's plenty of work to be done here. And the cool thing is that Grant and his team actually update this platform on a quarterly basis, and you guys won't have to pay anything extra for that. It's just something that he keeps the database pretty fresh with with new concepts as our economy and the sales process, even the real estate industry, continues to evolve. He's kind of one step ahead of the game when it comes to that. So a couple of phenomenal things. Report card is a cool one. You can actually see what your progress has been, and depending on what the category name and the course name is, how much you completed, how much is still yet to go, and eventually picks up on tendencies on what you're strong at, what you're weak at, what you might need more help with, and what you don't really need to go over as much as you continue to use the program. It's pretty intuitive as far as knowing what you need help with and what you don't need help with. So that's about it, and covers a lot of the program. If you guys still have some questions, if you'd like for me to do a demo one-on-one with you and give you some access to the system, call me or text me, email me. Let's set up an appointment. Come in here. I'll show you in the conference room how the platform works and give you a day pass so you can try it out for yourself. Again, anytime you want, text, call, or email me, and I'll be happy to set that up with you. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Don't hesitate to contact me, and let's get your sales up and ignited.